Don People's Deadbolt. Let's talk about it. So everybody's been giving their own opinion on this Travis Scott Astroworld festival in Houston, Texas that was held over the weekend. Now, obviously, your boy was in Cartagena, Colombia. You know what I'm saying? So I was out of bounds. So I was watching everything and I seen what everybody was talking about. So obviously, I'm gonna give my own opinion on it and sauce it up a little bit, man, and point out the obvious connections between hip hop and the satanic industry and the satanic game. You know what I'm saying? Um, Obviously, Travis Scott, he does this Astro World performance every year. You know what I mean? And this, is nothing new as far as with his performances, as far as getting crazy. He's been known for doing that. Um, getting wild and getting the crowd turned up and stuff like that. That's what he's known for doing. But when you look at this festival and the demonic connections that it has, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to see what's actually going on. I mean, first off, you going through an entrance, man, of a person's mouth, obviously painted as a skull, and his dreads are like snakes coming out of his head. Like, we got to stop playing ignorant to what we're doing. We know we're walking into something demonic as we walk into the Astral World Festival. You know what I'm saying? And, Travis Scott knows what he's doing. Obviously, playing with the symbols, playing with the spells of the music. We got to remember, man, that rappers, hip hop artists are MCs, Masters of Ceremony. So they're there to get you going like a pastor would on a church day. You feel me? But when you see, his correlation of the gateway into the portal of what he had going on, you put a direct correlation to the, Dante's Inferno, and you can kind of see the correlation of the gateway and, you know what I'm saying, the hell portal, etc. You know, these rappers are really trying to indoctrinate y'all and put y'all through rituals and put spells on y'all and have you operating at your lowest frequency. So when people are getting online and saying that, it felt like they were going into hell and that it was no fresh air, they couldn't breathe. Obviously, this is what hell feels like. He gave you a real taste of what it would feel like to see him performing in hell. And as, all these concert goers, old, young, you know, uh, kids rushed into this festival, you know, now you're getting the reports that, 8 to 10 people have lost their lives. Obviously, it was like a child also that got trampled, and it's crazy that people don't see that the blood was just spilled right in front of you because of what you entered into. This was all set up for that to happen, and obviously they're suppressing the information. This is not a situation to where it's just 8 to 10 people. What about the countless people who are not being identified or not been documented? It's I think it's into the hundreds of people that are going to have lasting effects. But, as we look at like the flyer, I mean, this thing looks so demonic. Like, why would you send your child to this, or why would you take your child to this? Is the question. You're going to be around people. No, it's not a secret to how his concerts are. So you're going to be around people, you feel me, that are you like just on some extra. They going to be partying, they going to be on drugs. It's going to be a lot of wild shit going on. So why would you even embark on this? And obviously we can see a satanic connection with you getting like sucked into the portal. You feel me? Like you're getting sucked into the vortex. You know, um, that's spooky in itself. And this is what you're taking your children to. So allegedly, they're just saying that it's 8 to 10 people. You know what I'm saying? But I think it's way more. And we had a lineup of different people to attend, but we seeing another flyer right here. This doesn't look demonic to you. Does this look like something that you want to pull up to and think that you're not about to get, something cast over you, or you being in a bad situation? This is what this symbolizes to me. So for the thousands upon thousands of people that took part in Travis Scott's ritual, because that's what it was, it was a ritual sacrifice. It was time for Travis Scott to shed blood and to bring y'all into the vortex. His connections in this industry obviously run deep. And we got to stop acting like that Satanism and hip hop hasn't been around, heavy for over a decade. I mean, when you look at the screen right here and it says, "See you on the other side," like, which side do you think that is? You know what I mean? It's definitely not a side of love and not a side of happiness and all that. It's a side of pain and suffering. And that's what the people experience in this concert. People going around saying that somebody was injecting people with stuff, from a needle. Like, come on, man. Like, what's really going on in here? And obviously, Travis Scott, he you show one clip of him, trying to stop, have the ambulance come on one situation, and then other clips of him just continuing to perform. But, he knows what's going on. He knew what was happening. This was a sacrifice. This was a ritual sacrifice. And he made the powers that be proud. Now, obviously, he's getting blackballed in every other situation. But this right here made the elite proud, because that's what they are. What this is right here, this vortex, this satanic portal. I mean, you guys were taking part in a ritual. You guys were taking part in something that is totally low frequency and totally demonic. And he was bringing in demons, I think, in front of you guys. But they put it out in front of you so you know what you're getting into. It's not like the flyer didn't insinuate this. It's not like the mouth portal didn't insinuate that you were going into this type of situation. So we look at Travis Scott's shirt. I mean, obviously he's letting you know he's bringing the demons in. I mean, you see what's going on. You see what these artists and what these hip hop niggas that y'all follow and worship is leading y'all to. They bringing y'all right to hell with everything that they putting out. And this concert really just solidified it for a lot of people. But like I said, man, this has been going on for a while. Before Travis Scott. You know what I'm saying? Rappers and hip hop artists, rock stars have been casting spells on the population for a long time. But if this shirt is not evident to what he's on, like it symbolizes what the whole theme of the show was about and the festival was about. It was very dark. Like I said, people describing like they were in the pits of hell, that they were walking into hell, seeing the vortex and stuff like that. Like, what do you guys think that is coming out of these vortexes? How many demons jumped into bodies and actually got homes because of going to a Travis Scott show? Obviously Travis Scott is like what you would consider an emo rapper, right? But at the same time, it just goes to show where we're at and how we're so easily deceived by what we see. You know what I'm saying? Like, ain't no way in hell I'm looking at this and like, yo, this is normal. This is far from normal. This looks scary, dude. And I'm a grown man, and I couldn't imagine looking at this face value, just being in there. You know, you see all the smoke and all that stuff, and you see what's going on. It's like it looks unreal. And, you know, obviously this sacrifice had to be overseen by the GOAT of the industry currently, which is Drake, the sixth god. You know he had to oversee this whole thing and come see Travis Scott perform one of the biggest ritual sacrifices in a long time. You know, it's different, I think, when they have to do like a family member or a close friend, but just, the countless lives and people that will forever be changed by what they witnessed and what they, had to see. Everything is plugging into your subconscious mind. This is a subconscious war, a war for souls. So this is plugging right into your subconscious when you're seeing all these portals open and stuff like that. And I want to pull this up on the screen, man. When I say this been going on for a long time, this is Lil Wayne's concert back in 2012, 2011. As you could see, the demonic energy that was on his screens and what he was opening up, portals. I remember being at the concert in Atlanta and seeing this same imagery on the screen, and this was a satanic effect. Obviously, it was a video, so you're seeing, I'm just putting the pictures, but it's really like a video. So these are like the different images and stuff that Wayne had on his backdrop when he was doing his tour, So when I say that this shit been around for a long time, man, it's been around for a long time. Look at my man right here. Like, does this look like a normal human being right here? You know what I'm saying? Nah, this looks like a demon. And it looks so much crazy. I put the link in the bio. In the description so y'all can check that out, man. So y'all can see the whole little video and see the whole effect of it and stuff like that. I just wanted to put a couple of clips. But, hip hop's been leading us to hell for a minute now, man. And we just not hip. Like, I guess as a masses, like, we just feel like we're so naive to what's going on out here. Like, we just don't see it right in front of our eyes. It's a lot of people reporting on it. They're trying to wake up the masses. But, come on, man. What we doing here, Weezy? This is crazy. And I remember being at that show, and it was the effects. And the person that I was with, you know what I'm saying? She just, we watching the show, and then all of a sudden, the Big Goblin comes up, and it's morphing into all type of stuff, demons and all the stuff that's playing in the background. She just drops down at the side and starts praying and stuff. And I'm like, yo, like, this shit is deep. But me, I'm taking it all in because I'm just trying to see what's going on type shit. Don't know what I'm taking in and not understanding what I'm looking at. But going back on it, I just wanted to grab a couple clips so y'all can see that this been going on for a minute. And, look who he's with, man. He's with one of the biggest witch families in the game, the Kardashians. Of course, this man was going to have to spill blood. He was going to have to spill blood. This is not a game. You guys get caught up in all the media hype when we say things about rituals and sacrifices. 90% of this shit that niggas is reporting on is true. And you seen it right in front of your eyes. You see the demonic connections that we making, even in the video that I'm presenting. We're seeing the demonic connections. We're seeing the satanic connections. It's not a conspiracy if it can be proven, right? And that's what we're seeing, that this can be proven. Travis Scott was well aware of what he was doing. And obviously, issuing that fake apology that really didn't mean anything, wasn't sincere, because it's not in his soul. He knew he had to shed blood. So don't be surprised if Travis Scott elevates and becomes one of the next billionaires, because he has made a lot of people behind the scenes happy for what he did. So don't be surprised in the next few years you see the elevation of Travis Scott. And obviously I knew something had to happen of this nature because he's dealing with the witches, the Kardashians. You know, it's a wicked industry, man. And until we acknowledge Satanism in hip hop, and it's like going back to when Jay-Z said, on to the next one. You know, go check out that video. Remember how that was so demonic for that time period, how crazy it was. You know, that wasn't a normal video, but like he said at that point, it's on to the next one. And from that point on, we've seen a lot of homosexuality in hip hop, a lot of femininity in hip hop with our males. We've been seeing our women getting exploited. And now, you know, obviously we're seeing the demonic energy that's fully taking over hip hop and it's leading our children to hell. And even though as adults now we can handle it, but I don't suggest we just indulge into it like that because it's going to weaken us. It's going to fuck our souls up. You feel me? So I don't suggest we indulge in this at all. It's one of those situations to where you really got to look in the mirror and really understand what you've been involved in and either hold your rappers accountable to clean this stuff up or don't support their music and don't partake in their imagery and what they're trying to cast over you guys. But Travis Scott, like I said, definitely this was a ritual. This was a sacrifice. And as you can see, all signs point towards that. So shout out to everybody, man, who's been doing the reporting on it. I just wanted to lay my 2 cents into it. Y'all get in the comment box. Y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Do y'all feel like this was more of a sacrificial, like, ritual sacrifice that Travis Scott performed on the crowd? Or do you feel that this is just a regular concert that just got out of hand? Or can you see the Satanic Connection from what I showed you with Wayne and even with Travis Scott? But y'all get in the comment box. Let me know what y'all think. Like, subscribe, share this video, man. Tap in the notifications so y'all can get every video that I drop. It's your boy Don Peoples, Deadbolt, gone.